Welcome to VLearn. This session was brought to you by Virtual Learning Network, a part of PCTI Group. Today, we will discuss conflict management. Conflict is a normal part of any healthy relationship. After all, two people can't be expected to agree on everything all the time. Learning how to deal with conflict rather than avoiding it is crucial. When conflict is mismanaged, it can cause great harm to a relationship, but when handled in a respectful, positive way, conflict provides an opportunity to strengthen the bond between two people. By learning these skills for conflict resolution, you can keep your personal and professional relationships strong and growing. Conflicts arise from different needs. Everyone needs to feel understood, nurtured, and supported, but the ways in which these needs are met vary widely. Different needs, from feeling comfortable and safe, create some of the most severe challenges in our personal and professional relationship. Think about the conflict need for safety and continuity versus the need to explore and take risks. You frequently see this conflict between toddlers and their parents. The child's need is to explore, so the street or the cliff needs a need. But the parent's need is to protect the child's safety, so limiting exploration becomes a bone of contention between them. The needs of both parties play important roles in the long-term success of most relationships, and each deserves respect and consideration. In personal relationship, a lack of understanding about different needs can result in distance, arguments, and breakups. In workplace conflicts, different needs are often at the heart of a bitter disputes, sometimes resulting in broken deals, fewer profits, and lost jobs. When you can recognize the legitimacy of conflicting needs and become willing to examine them in an environment of compassionate understanding, it opens pathways to create problem-solving, team building, and improved relationship. A conflict is more than just a disagreement. It is a situation in which one or both parties perceive a threat, whether or not the threat is real. Conflicts continue to fester when ignored. Because conflicts involve perceived threats to our well-being and survival, they stay within us until we face and resolve them. We respond to conflicts based on our perceptions of the situation, not necessarily to an objective review of the facts. Our perceptions are influenced by our life experiences, culture, values, and beliefs. Conflicts trigger strong emotions. If you are not comfortable with your emotions or able to manage them in times of stress, you won't be able to resolve conflict successfully. Conflicts are an opportunity for growth. When you're able to resolve conflict in a relationship, it builds trust. You can be secure knowing the relationship can survive challenges and disagreements. Conflict may feel more threatening than it really is. Do you fear conflict or avoid it all across? If your perception of conflict comes from frightening or painful memories from previous unhealthy relationships or early childhood, you may expect all present day's disagreement to end badly. You may view conflicts in relationships as demoralizing, humiliating, dangerous, and something to fear. If your early life experience also left you feeling out of control and powerless, conflict may even be traumatizing you. If you view conflicts as dangerous, it tends to become a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you go into a conflict situation, already feeling extremely threatened, it's tough to deal with the problem at hand in a healthy way. Instead, you are more likely to shut down or blow up in anger. Successful conflict resolution depends on your ability to regulate stress and your emotions. Conflict triggers strong emotions and can lead to hurt feelings, disappointment, and discomfort. When handled in an unhealthy manner, it can cause irreparable rifts, resentments, and breakups. But when conflict is resolved in a healthy way, it increases our understanding of one another, builds trust, and strengthens our relationship bonds. The ability to successfully resolve conflicts depends on your ability to manage stress quickly while remaining alert and calm. By staying calm, you can accurately read and interpret verbal and non-verbal communication. Control your emotions and behavior. When you're in control of your emotions, you can communicate your needs without threatening, frightening, or punishing others. Pay attention to the feelings being expressed, as well as the spoken words of others. Be aware of respectful of differences. By avoiding disrespectful words and actions, you can almost always resolve a problem faster. To successfully resolve a conflict, you will need to learn and practice two core skills: the ability to quickly reduce stress in the moment, and the ability to remain comfortable enough with your emotions to reach in constructive ways even in the midst of argument or a perceived attack. Quick stress relief, the first core conflict resolution skill. There are countless techniques for preventing stress. Yoga and meditation work wonders for improving coping skills. But who can take a moment to chant or meditate during a job interview or a disagreement with a spouse? For these situations, you need something more immediate and accessible. That's when quick stress relief comes to the rescue. The speediest way to stamp our stress is by engaging one of our senses. Your sense of sight, sound, taste, smell, touch, or movement to rapidly calm and energize yourself. You want to know quick social stress reliever? Talk to someone. It's true, talking about your stress with a calm and balanced listener will make you feel better instantly. Although it's not always realistic to have a pole close by to you lean on, building and maintaining friendship network is ultimately good for your mental health. Between quick stress relief techniques and good listeners, you'll have all your bases covered. Bring your senses to rescue. Here comes the fun part. Remember exploring your senses in elementary school? Grown-ups can take a tip from the grade school lessons by revisiting the senses and learning how they can help us to prevent stress overload. Use the following exercises to identify the sensory experience that work quickly and effectively to reduce stress for you. As you experiment, be as precise as possible. What is the most perfect image, the specific kind of sound or type of movement that affects you most? For example, if you're a music lover, listen to many different artists and types of music until you find the song that instantly lifts and relaxes you. The examples listed below are intended to be a jumping off point. It's up to you to hone in on them and come up with additional things to try. Sights. If you're a visual person, try to manage and relieve stress by surrounding yourself with soothing and uplifting images. You can also try closing your eyes and imagining the soothing images. Here are a few visually based activities that may work as a quick stress reliever. Look at a cherished photo of a favorite memento. Bring the outside door indoors. Buy a plant or some flowers to illumine your space. Enjoy the beauty of nature, a garden, the beach, park, or your own backyard. Surround yourself with colors that lift your spirits. Close your eyes and picture the situation or place that feels peaceful and rejuvenating. Sound. Are you sensitive to sounds and noises? Are you a music lover? If so, stress-relieving exercises that focus on your auditory sense may work particularly well. Experiment with the following sounds, noting how quickly your stress levels drop as you listen. Sing or hum a favorite tune. Listen to uplifting music. Tune into the soundtrack of nature, crashing waves, the wind rustling the trees, birds singing. Buy a small fountain so you can enjoy the soothing sound of running water in your home or office. Hang with tunes near an open window. Smell and scents. If you tend to zone or freeze when stressed, surround yourself with smells that are energizing and invigorating. If you tend to become overly agitated under stress, look for scents that are comforting and calming. Light a scented candle or burn some incense. Lie down in shade scented with lavender. Smell the roses or another type of flower. Enjoy the clean, fresh air in the great outdoors. Spirits on your favorite perfume or cologne. Touch. Experiment with your sense of touch, playing with different tactile sensations. Focus on things you can feel that are relaxing and renewing. Use the following suggestions as a jumping off point. Wrap yourself in a warm blanket. Pet a dog or a cat. Hold a comforting object, a stuffed animal, a favorite memento. Soak in a hot bath. Give yourself a hand or neck massage. Wear clothing that feels soft against your skin. Taste. Slowly savoring a favorite treat can be very relaxing, but meatless eating will only add to your self-stress, only your waistline. The key is to indulge your sense of taste mindfully and in moderation. Eat slowly, focusing on the feel of the food in your mouth and the taste on your tongue. Chew a piece of sugarless gum. Indulge a small piece of dark chocolate. Sip a steaming cup of coffee or tea or refreshing cold drink. Eat a perfectly ripe piece of fruit. Enjoy a healthy crunchy snack, celery, carrots or trail mix. Movement. If you tend to shut down when you are under stress, stress-relieving activities that get you moving may be particularly helpful. Anything that engages the muscles or get you up and active can work. Here are a few suggestions. Run in a place or jump and up and down. Dance around. Stretch or roll your head in circles. Go for a short walk. Squeeze a rubbery stress ball. Quick acting stress building tips. The best part of quick stress relief is the awareness that you have control over the surroundings. Even if you share a work area, you can personalize your space to serve as a stress prevention zone or to put quick stress relief within an arm's search. We all have our stress hotspots. What are yours? Quick stress relief at home. Entertaining. Prevent pre-party jitters by playing lively music. Light candles. The flicker and scent will simulate senses. Wear clothes that make you feel relaxed and confident instead of stiff and uncomfortable. Kitchen. Cool the kitchen commotion by breathing in the scent of every ingredient you use. Even if you're just opening cans, delight in the delicate texture of an eggshell. Appreciate the weight of an onion. Children in relationships. Prevent losing your cool during a spousal spat by breathing or squeezing the tips of your thumb and forefinger together. When your toddler has a tantrum, rub lotion onto your hands, then breathe the scent. Sleep. Too stressed to snooze? Try using a white noise machine for a background sound or a humidifier with a diffuser for a light scent in the air. Creating a sanctuary. If clutter is upsetting, spend 10 minutes each day to tidy and organize. paint the walls with a fresh coat of your favorite calming color. Display colors and images that make you feel happy. Throw open the curtains and let the natural light come in whenever possible. Quick stress relief at work. Meetings. During stressful sessions, stay connected to your breath. Massage your tips of your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Sip coffee. On the phone, inhale something energizing like lemon, ginger, peppermint or coffee beans. While talking, stand up or pace back and forth to burn off excess energy. Conduct phone business outside when possible. On the computer, work standing up. Do knee bends in 10-minute arrival. Wrap a soft scarf under your neck. Suck on peppermint. Lunch breaks. Take a walk around the block or in the parking lot. Listen to soothing music while eating. Have a quick chat with someone you love. Your workplace. Place family photos on your desk and display images and mementos that remind you of your life outside the office. Emotional awareness, the second core conflict resolution skill. Emotional awareness is the key to understanding yourself and others. If you don't know how you feel or why you feel that way, you won't be able to communicate effectively or resolve disagreements. Although knowing your own feelings may sound simple, many people ignore to try to sedate strong emotions like anger, sadness, and fear. Your ability to handle conflict, however, depends on being connected to these feelings. If you are afraid of strong emotions, or if you insist on finding solutions that are strictly rational, your ability to face and resolve differences will be impaired. While emotional awareness is a key factor in resolving conflicts. Emotional awareness, the consciousness of your moment-to-moment emotional experience, and the ability to manage all of your feelings appropriately is the basis of communication process that can resolve conflict. Emotional awareness helps you understand what is really troubling other people, understand yourself, including what is really troubling you, stay motivated until the conflict is resolved, communicate clearly and effectively, attract the influence of others. Assessing your ability to recognize and manage emotions. The following quiz helps you to assess your level of emotional awareness. Answer the following questions with almost never, occasionally, often, very frequently, or almost always. There are no right or no wrong responses, only the opportunity to become better acquainted with your emotional responses. What kind of relationship do I have with my emotions? Do you experience feelings that flow, encountering one emotion after another as your experiences change the moment to moment? Answer: almost never, occasionally, often, very often, frequently, almost always. Next questions. Are your emotions accompanied by physical sensations that you experience in place like your stomach or chest? Next one. Do you experience discrete feelings and emotions such as anger, sadness, fear, joy, each of which is evident in subtle facial expressions? Next one. Do you pay attention to your emotions? Can you experience intense feelings that are strong enough to capture both your attention and the others? Tips for managing and resolving conflict. Managing and resolving conflict requires the ability to quickly reduce stress and bring your emotions into balance. You can ensure that the process is as positive as possible by sticking to the following guidelines. First one. Listen for what is felt as well as said. When we listen, we connect more deeply to our own needs and emotions and to those of other people. Listening also strengthens us, informs us, makes it easier for others to hear us when it's our turn to speak. Make conflict resolution the priority rather than winning or being right. Maintaining and strengthening the relationship rather than winning the argument should always be your first priority. Be respectful of the other person and his or her viewpoint. Focus on the present. If you're holding on to the grudges based on a past resentments, your ability to see the reality of the current situation will be impaired. Rather than looking into the past assigning the blame, focus on what you can do in here and now to solve the problem. Pick your battles. Conflict can be draining, so it's important to consider whether the issue is really worthy of your time and energy. Maybe you don't want to surrender a parking space if you have been circling for 15 minutes, but if there are dozens of empty spots, arguing over a single space isn't worth it. Be willing to forgive. Resolving conflict is impossible if you are unwilling or unable to forgive. Resolution lies in releasing the urge to punish, which can never compensate for our losses and only adds to our injury by further depleting and draining ourselves. Know when to let something go. If you can't come to an argument, agree to disagree. It takes two people to keep an argument going. If a conflict is going nowhere, you can choose to disengage and move on. I hope you liked the session. Thank you very much. Happy learning.